to sit inside of a school whose responsibility was to educate students. When I think about the church is really a place of education. It's about educating people to what the commandments of God, according to the Bible, were set. There's a scripture in Matthew 28 which says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations," is the first part of the verse. And so the church is really all about education. And so to really be a part and to take part in the restoration and stewardship of a historic monument at its foundation that was responsible for education, it's really an opportunity of a lifetime for us. The connection that I see with our church, again, has to do with education. I've always been an advocate for education. Education is huge for me, and I don't feel as though anyone is too old or too young to really learn. And so to be able to host events here in this historic place, to allow them to learn how we got where we are, and to help us to continue to move forward into the future is an opportunity that's huge. To be able to do that, as well as provide some spiritual guidance to those same individuals, that connection for me means the world. I've always said, and I say this to my children as well, to the world you may be just one person, but to one person you may be the world. I want them to do things that help them to be the world for whomever they're intended to reach. And I feel as though this piece of history is a place that will help us do just that. Iron stove, where in the wintertime, the students were responsible for lighting the fire that was in that stove so that the school would have heat. And to just think about being responsible for that, it really taught someone a sense of responsibility, not just for themselves, but for their fellow man. This school was instrumental in doing that for so many of its students. And now, as the center still sits here, our church is really inspired to carry on that legacy.